Gentleman from Texas, Mr. O'Rourke, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I would ask for unanimous consent to submit 2 articles, both published this week, one by our county judge in El Paso, Veronica Escobar, the other by Eric Olson and Chris Wilson of the Wilson Institute, both dealing with the dynamic on the U.S.-Mexico border and the need to secure our border without sacrificing our way of life, trade, mobility, and our economy.
Without objection, so ordered.
And for Mr. Walker, in your testimony, I was very pleased to hear you talk about doing more with less, and for your request that we adopt efficiency, effectiveness, economy, and credibility as the watchwords for DHS going forward. And for a little bit of context for my question, I represent most of El Paso, Texas, which with Ciudad Juarez forms one of the largest binational communities in the world. We have 5 land crossings connecting the 2 communities and the 2 countries, over which pass $80 billion in trade every year. In addition to that, there are millions of pedestrian and auto crossings every year in El Paso, and those crossing north spend upwards of $2 billion in our economy. And the trade and retail activities alone support about 50,000 jobs in my community. At the same time, we have 2, 3, even 4-hour wait times to cross those bridges, up to 9 hours for trade. And so with the over doubling of the Border Patrol force that we've seen in the last 10 years, billions of dollars spent on border walls, and the adoption of new technologies like drones to man the border. How do we do more with less? How do we prioritize our ports of entry and the legitimate legal crossings taking place there, and not sacrifice the economies of communities like El Paso, the economies of the state of Texas? Mexico is our largest trading partner, and the economy of the United States. 6 million jobs are dependent on U.S.-Mexico trade.